This is war. Out of nowhere. This is gone. So much has changed. Now it's run by the game. This is war. Fuck PG in its mouth. Fuck Russell. Tear it out. Do the same to SmackDown. Same results. Dynamite collision too. Too many belts and shows for you to figure out what you like every week. Week to week, same results. We are told to shut our mouth. No more lies born in your eye. We're all together. This is war. This is war. Out of nowhere. War those stole our song, but this is war. The original. Out of nowhere. This is war. This is war. Out of nowhere. War those stole our song, but this is war. The original. Out of nowhere. This is war. This is war. Out of nowhere. This is war. This is war. Out of nowhere. This is war. This is war. Out of nowhere. War those stole our song, but this is war. The original. Out of nowhere. This is war. 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 Out of nowhere. 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 Out of nowhere.
Yeah! Hit that like button. Oh yeah, baby. Look at Sasha Banks.
Out of nowhere. This is gone. So much has changed. Now
She's looking like a cowgirl. Yeah. What a cowgirl. She's looking like Kamala Cowgirl.
do the same to SmackDown, same results.
Just look at her.
Dynamite collision too. Too many belts and shows for you to figure out what you like every week. Week to week, same results. We are told to shut our mouths. No more lies born in your eye. We're all together. This is war. This is war.
I really wish I didn't lose my voice last night, because I blew my voice screaming last night. I was really looking to get it. It's not working. It's not working. Staple guns. Hey, listen, if you've seen one Blood and Guts, have you seen them all? Like, I'm serious. If you've seen one Blood and Guts, have you seen them all? I am so crazy. I'm wearing the same shirt as yesterday. That's how crazy I am. I'm wearing the same shirt as yesterday. You know how gross that is? So gross. So weird. Yo, what's up, chat? Hit that like button, baby. I gotta get this thing off me. It smells like sweat from the other day. I put it on again. Everybody in the chat, hit that like button. We're gonna get into Blood and Guts in 1 second. I'm gonna tell you what I thought about it. MJF opened the night. Why would MJF bring out a American title to get heat when people cheered it? He should have brought out the New Jersey belt or whatever it is, if he actually wanted heat. right? Like, what was that about? Like, that's what I was trying to figure out. But I don't know. Am I crazy? Feel like that would have been a good idea.
Dynamite collision too many belts and shows for you to figure out what you like every week. Week to week, same results. We are told to shut our mouth. No more lies born in your eye. We're all together. This is war. This is war out of nowhere. War those stole our song, but this is war, the original, out of nowhere. This is war. This is war, out of nowhere. War those stole our song, but this is war, the original, out of nowhere. This is war. This is war, out of nowhere. This is war. This is war, out of nowhere. This is war. This is war, out of nowhere. War those stole our song, but this is war, the original, out of nowhere.
Blood and nuts.
This is war. This is war. This is war.
There we go.
This is war, out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
Yeah. I'm not really that upset about a new belt because it's the same old belt. You know, it's not like they added a new belt. I saw a lot of people making the belt joke, and I was like, well, I'm not really mad about this because the belt it's the same belt. It's not like they added a belt. There's not another belt and another belt now. That's not what they're doing. They just renamed this belt, and I think they renamed it for some kind of heat or like some thematical heat for MJF to get. Like, oh, yeah, it's the international belt. Now it's the American belt because I'm a bad guy. Because he's probably going to take it internationally, and they're going to bring up how he renamed it the America belt or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I'm just assuming those are the reasons. It's not a big deal to me because, but again, tonight, like, dude, the crowd was chanting for America tonight. Probably because they saw the Palestinian people burning the American flag on the Capitol today. So maybe because of that, but I don't know. But the people chanted the belt, and MJF was like, that's fine. Yeah, you chant for this belt, but this doesn't represent your shithole. And it's like, well, that doesn't make sense. But it was a good idea for him to try to, hey, no, give me heat. Be angry. I get it. But, like, the problem is, instead of that, they should have done something where it was like, he should have called the belt the Plainville, New York, or New Jersey, wherever he's fucking crap hole he's from. You know what I mean? He should have done that. And then everybody, I mean, nobody would cheer that. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just saying, like, maybe that would have been better because what they did was kind of like goofy, like calling it the America belt. I mean, people like that. You know, you heard it tonight. People were like, hell yeah, the American belt. Let's go, America. Fuck yeah. Like, people were cheering it. And the problem is because MJF is still kind of likable. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the other problem. If MJF wasn't likable, then maybe it would work. But because people like him, it's like that makes it much harder to crap on it. So, but I think if he named it after his hometown or whatever, that would have made people more upset. You know, they would have been like, "Oh, goddamn, I hate his stupid hometown" or whatever. Except for the people from there, which then you understand the point of the whole thing, you know. But anyway, I'm not really sure. But what we do know we got to do right now is click that like button. We weren't going to be live tonight, but I am live tonight. Little surprise. Few minutes here, doing a little short stream here. Nothing big, nothing crazy. But I am live. Me and Jake potentially will have a show up on Patreon at some point this week, looking like that could be a thing. And a lot of people were Wondering if we're going to be on. But anyway, so MJF comes out, takes a lot of time in the beginning. I thought that was all right. The American flag, MJF flag was kind of funny. It was kind of cool, I guess. It was all right. The belt looks good. The belt looks better than the belt used to look, I'll tell you that. For whatever, you could take whatever you want with that, away from that. It looked better than it did before. The belt actually looks really good. There's two, but even when he was coming out with the belt originally, when he first came down with the old one, the international belt or whatever, I just thought to myself how, like, man, these belts just don't matter. I'll just tell you right off the bat, they don't matter. AEW, all I care about is the world title. The AEW world title is all that matters to me. And that's all, because none of the other belts mean anything at all. Like, there's been no time or lineage or build or, nothing has lineage or classic feel or memorable anything. It's just, remember belt number 70? We've got belt number 70 and belt number 31 and belt number 5. But none of it matters. The only one that matters is the AEW world title, because that's the one where, Jericho's first run when AEW started, what a fun time, man. That was such a fun time, dude. It really was. I will never forget that. I don't know. I don't know, man. No matter whatever happens, I'll always think, man, do you remember the first couple of years of AEW? It was so exciting, and it was fun. And I remember being at the second AEW show ever in Boston, and how exciting it was that I was live there seeing this massively produced new wrestling show, and it was just so crazy. And Jericho coming out, and Darby Allin came out on the skateboard. It was awesome, man. It had something going on there. And Jericho really felt like this world champion and dastardly guy, and oh my God, bro, it was so fun. And now Jericho's a learning tree, and I don't care about much else. Jericho's match was all right, I guess, because it entertained the fans, and they were kind of into it, so that made it better. I didn't really care that much for it overall, but, like, it was funny and fun, I guess. So it was entertaining enough, I suppose. And I'll hear what you guys have to say about all this in a few minutes. And obviously, you can tell me whatever you guys think. I want to hear from you guys. In fact, I didn't put the link up for the dono. I'm sorry. All right, here you go. My bad. And I see, what up, Welsh? What's up, man? There it is right there. I was the first ever show in D.C. Oh, yeah. Dude, I totally forgot about that. That's crazy. But I was entertained tonight. I mean, this was entertaining to watch. I'm glad this wasn't a real pay-per-view. I don't think I would have wanted to, pay for this tonight. But I'm glad I got to see what I saw, I guess. I thought Sheeta and Britt did an okay job, too. Like, they were all right. I just thought that was an okay match. I thought Jericho's match was okay. And Blood and Guts was the most entertaining thing, and it was kind of crazy, but I thought Blood and Guts was kind of crazy, kind of fun. My God, Jungle Boy, dude, Jack Perry took a headshot with that chair, dude. That sounded crazy. That was nuts. The only thing that I would have done differently is I would have lit something on fire first. Like, I would have put somebody through a flaming table, and then the next thing would have been to pour the gasoline, because now you've already got the threat of the gasoline and then the whatever. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know why they didn't do it. But I would have done it, because then you would have said, damn, that's real gas in there. We know that's real gasoline in there. Or probably would have been like butane or lighter fluid, because I'm not 100% that they can actually do gas. But but you know what I mean. I'm not sure about that. But they would have done something. And then and so you would have seen a table on fire. You would have seen that happen. And then after all that, the guy is getting, crucified, and they're dumping the gas on his head. So you would have been like, oh, man, I've already seen a flame, and now this is happening. So I think it would have escalated things better instead of the gasoline and the lighter. Did I say flamethrower instead of lighter? And then but then nothing happens. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would have rather that, to be honest. So I wasn't supposed to be on tonight because I'd said a little while back, that Out of Nowhere wasn't exactly doing great. So we were going to move away from Out of Nowhere and do it, on Patreon or whatever. So me and Jake will probably catch up and do something. And I'm not sure about monetize this either, but we'll see what happens Saturday. But there is a potential for me to be live with something Saturday night anyway, either way. Not sure. Briscoe got yelled at by Matt after the chair shot. Yeah, he got yelled at, but I thought that was I thought that was kind of weird in a way, but I thought it was part of the whole thing. I thought that was part of it. You know what I mean? Like, he's supposed to be like, oh my God, don't do, like, what are you doing? Like, stop it. Like, so that they got to the point of, okay, the chair shot, then now we're doing the lighter, in the fuel on his head and that shit. So I thought that was part of the buildup for that. I don't think that was like unplanned or anything like that. I don't think Briscoe would waffle, a guy in the head with the chair like that without it being, part of what they were doing. That chair shot was nuts, though. I'm gonna assume it's a gimmick, like one of those very light tin chairs, like those gimmick tin chairs. I'm gonna assume that that's the case. Not that it doesn't hurt anyway, but it's almost like, the thickness of a cookie sheet almost, if you know about these chairs. They've kind of got like they're like a little bit heavier than a cookie sheet. So, like, I'm assuming that's what we were dealing with there. I'm betting that that's what it was. But, it was horrific. It was awesome. It was I popped for it. I was like, whoa! Dude, I was like, whoa! I jumped for that chair shot. It was good shit. There's a couple of good things in here. But again, if you've seen one AEW Dynamite, or rather Blood and Guts, if you've seen one Blood and Guts, it just feels like you've kind of seen them all at this point. There's not too much they can do. Bowens took the Shawn Michaels off the side of the cage. No doubt pretty cool, but like, he was very obvious about when he was going to fall. But it looked pretty good. I like the different shots we got. I still think a shot from the mid-range would have been cooler. But they did have a good shot, though. They did have a pretty cool shot. They did a lot of stuff, and it was fun. They did a lot of stuff, and it was fun, man. My God, look at Mercedes, bro. I mean, I'm sorry, but look, Jesus. Is this supposed to be heel? I don't know, but I can't believe that midget seamstress is married to her. I cannot believe.
There's something going on up in space. There's something going on up in this place. There's something weird kinda happening.
Hey, Stacks Mone!
Things are kinda happening. What the fuck is happening? Aliens.
Whoa!
Extraterrestrials. They gave me a shot. Nanotechnology. I'm not me. You're not you. La la la. I'm fucking crazy. Split personality. Scott McKinnon.
Hey, Stacks Mone!
Heard a rumor that it was a wild dono night last evening.
Yes. Last night it was a crazy evening, Haystacks Mone. Another brick in Pink George Floyd. We had a song last night. It was amazing. Yo, Haystacks Mone, thank you, bro. $49.99, baby. Dropping the big one. The big one. All right, you want to start this again tonight? Jesus Christ, Haystacks. Look out. Haystacks Mone, like Mercedes Mone. We'll put you on the board for 50. I'd say that's the minimum. But there it is. Haystacks Mone, baby. He's taking the top dog spot right away on top of my head. Look at him up there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, last night bombs were coming in. It was crazy. There was like a battle. D. Welsh was battling Huge Boner. Huge Boner and D. Welsh really battled. Ghost from the Coast was in on it too. A couple other people were in on it. But Welsh and Huge Boner really went at it last night. It was fucking crazy. But hey, Stacks, thank you, man, for jumping on there. Thank you for jumping on there, man. I didn't think we'd get one dono tonight. We haven't really done well on Wednesday nights the last couple of weeks, and also last night was kind of crazy. Granted, there's only like 5 people doing it, but that's the thing, man. We got to get back to the lots of different people chiming in, that sort of thing. Back in the day, you could run a small factory off of the funds of this place. You guys are beasts. Shout out to Danny MT, who I heard has a giant pecker, by the way. Thank you, Danny MT. But no, I'm curious to see what you guys are scoring these matches and what you guys do think about this, about the show tonight. So in the chat, if you can, out of 10, feel free to give me your score. Oh, it's great. Some kind of brawl or something. I don't know what this is. I don't believe these YouTuber brawls, man. When they do that, when they have these YouTuber brawls, they're like, Team Jake X versus Team Saigon or whatever. What are we, fucking losers? Didn't we do this back in the day when there was the Paul brothers with their house? What were they called? Weren't they called Team 10 or something like that? And then there was like Team 10, then there was like Phase this and that. What do you guys remember? I don't even remember that shit, but I feel like that was something. And it was just lame. So stupid. But dude, that they're still doing that apparently. Why are they called teams? Are they like MMA teams or something? By the way, check this out. AEW is going full China with this new girl. Check this out. We don't know who this mystery woman is. Look at this. All I know is I want her and Mercedes to do an oil porn.
Mercedes, can we get a quick word? We saw Camille come out of nowhere, just tear apart Britt Baker. Who is she? Why is she with you? Is there any information?
How do you know her name?
Who? When? What? Why? How? Let me tell you who and why. Look at her. This is Camille. And if you want to hear more about who she is, then you need to tune into AEW Dynamite next week. Now get out of my face. We have a photo shoot to get to.
Ugh.
Mercedes,
wow.
Can we get a quick word? We saw Camille come out of nowhere, just tear apart Britt Baker. Who is she? Why is she with you? Is there any information?
Who? When? What? Why? How? Let me tell you who and why. Look at her. This is Camille. And if you want to hear more about who she is,
it's kind of reminiscent a little bit of China, but that's why I almost wish that we didn't know her name. You know what I mean? Who is this woman that's here with you? And she'd be like, never mind, you don't need to know anything. Well, maybe I'll tell you something next week on Dynamite. But right now, we're doing a photo shoot here. You're doing a photo shoot with who? Who's this woman? What did I just tell you? Next week on Dynamite. You don't use your brain, do you? That sort of thing. But it's all right. It's just a little cheesy, but it's fine. I like it. It's kind of like China-esque type of thing. Camille. She's no Jade, though. Yeah, she's no Jade, Sasha. What?
We plan the spot all day. I want you to jam it in. Oh, it's in your bunghole.
I don't believe this.
Oh, it's in your bunghole.
Chris Elkins. What?
I want it jammed in my bunghole. Oh, it's in your bunghole.
I enjoyed the show tonight. I'd give it 6 out of 10.
Hey, that's not bad. That's about what I'm at. Was that a super chat? Chris Elkins. Oh my God, Chris Elkins. Holy shit. Oh my God. Let's put him on the board, everybody. Hey, listen, I think I'm at a 6 out of 5 too. Like, entertainment-wise, I feel like, okay, I got some entertainment tonight. I feel pretty good. Holy shit, Chris Elkins. It's all Super Chats tonight. That's funny because the other night it was all Streamlabs. Tonight, it's all Super Chats. Chris Elkins, Hundy Bomb. All right, let's put him up on the board. Oh, yeah. Put him up on the board.
I'm a stupid gringo, a stupido gringo, and I got to win. Chris Elkins.
Chris Elkins. He erases Haystacks Mone. My God, Chris Elkins with a blast. Hey, thank you, Chris Elkins. Holy shit. Oh my God, bro. Bombs away. Bombs away on a Wednesday night. I wasn't even going to be on the air tonight. Holy shit, I can't fucking believe this. We didn't even do Out of Nowhere. Jake was ready to do it. Whoa, look at this. Let's go. But yeah, I would say but you guys in the chat, out of 10, give me your rating right now if you guys can. There's Chris Elkins' rating, 6.5 out of 10. I think I'm at a 6 out of 5 too. I mean, 6 out of 10. Wow, I'm having a stroke. I think I'm at a 6 out of 10 too. I really think that's fair. And I mean, in the end, that's like a thumbs up for entertainment. I don't know if I would have given it that if I had paid like $60 for it on a pay-per-view. If this had been a pay-per-view show and I paid like $60 for it, yikes. Like I might have been like, 5 out of 10. You know, I mean, of course they would have had another match or two, and it would have, it would have been, well, actually there would have been a lot more matches, right? Because it would have been like a 5-hour extravaganza. And tonight it was like, okay, we're on a 2-hour show, maybe a little bit of a runoff. I knew there was going to be a runoff of some kind because I don't even know if they might have announced that. Everybody knew that. I don't know, but I just figured it. I'm like, yeah, they're going to do more than 2 hours tonight probably and all that stuff. But yeah, it's I pretty much thought that. So it's fine. Which is all right. I get it. I do want to thank, man, D. Welsh last night went nuts, and he tried to beat Huge Boner, but he just couldn't get it done. Matt Colon, Ghost from the Coast last night. Everybody was jumping in, trying to get some last night. And but in the end, man, Huge Boner prevailed. But tonight, right now, it could be Chris Elkins that prevails on this show. A lot of people with 6 out of 10s. Best ever, bro. Joe Bishop loved this shit tonight. Holy shit. I wish I loved it that much. I mean, that's pretty goddamn good, but wow, I wish I loved it that much. Whoa. I got to give Chris Elkins a heart for that. That's, oh my God. Wow, dude. I gotta pop for that in the chat right now. What up, Danny MT? Oh shit, they messed up already. They did? Yeah, she was with Nick Aldis in NWA. I don't remember her for whatever reason. Or maybe, I haven't exactly been watching a ton of NWA anyway, so that could be part of it. I don't know. Thank you, guys. Yeah, thank you for those donos. Holy shit, bro. I mean, I was only going to come on here for a little bit, but we'll see now. Oh, man, it's the man who dove off the cage. Oh, Todd Pelkey, OG. Todd Pelkey. Scissor me.
love you, Joe.
Oh! I love you, Todd Pelkey. I love you! I love you, brother love. Scissor me, daddy. Okay, Mysterious Black, I'll scissor you, bro. I'll scissor you all night long. Let me put out that I'm live on... Did I put out that I'm live on Twitter? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. I'm live. So, I don't know. What else can we get out of this? Let me see. What else did I miss? I mean, I've been over kind of the main matches, but... the Swerve Strickland with the Cowboy there, that was kind of fun. You know, they did a pretty good job there, but it was like they broke into the way they broke out of the cage or into the cage or whatever. I mean, that was kind of funny. Former NWA Women's Champion Camille makes AEW debut. So there it is. I mean, you know, she's got a long neck. She's got a long neck, I'll say that. Look at that neck. You know? Look at that neck. Got a, you know, maybe a surgery or two, if you know what I mean. Charlotte style. There's something wrong with me. I'm sorry. Like, what's wrong with me? What else did I like? It wasn't anything nuts tonight. I just thought it was a nice watch. It was a nice watch, and I feel like I've seen a lot of these matches. More and more and more we're seeing these matches, or I've seen them. The Blood and Guts, it's just the novelty of it to me is wearing off a little bit. It's fun, but it's just like I feel like I see it a lot, and it's because WWE does their version of it still, and then AEW does their version of it. So because of that, it's like, you know, like we're seeing it a lot, you know, and so I get it. You know? Oh wow, they put the American flags back up where the Palestine people ripped them down earlier today. And then they did the Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah, where was that when the people were out there earlier?
Nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Woo! Yeah!
Wow, somebody with a really good Ric Flair there at the end. Wow. Who did that? Woo! Like, that was a... Wow, dude. Who did that Ric Flair after the Pledge of Allegiance? Woo! Oh, it might be the guy next to... It's actually this guy. Wait, oh, my God. Please tell me that it's not... Please tell me that it's not the Kentucky guy or whatever. Lindsey Graham. Please tell me that wasn't Lindsey Graham. Oh, my God. It kind of looks like him. It was him, right, that did it? Or was it the guy that raised his fist? And he stepped forward all... No, it's the white hair guy. It's him. Okay. Well, that was pretty good, man. Somebody call Ric Flair. The guy's got the same hair as him, but that was pretty good. Thank you for tagging me in that on Twitter. Very nice. They put the American flags back up. And then literally that gentleman did a wild Ric Flair woo. I mean, that was really fucking crazy. That was really good. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of people that have said that recently that are like, man, you know, there's so much crazy shit going on in the world that like that seems crazier than watching wrestling. Watching wrestling is like, but it's supposed to
chat party
take you out of it though, or whatever.
Yesterday was awesome. Tonight is starting awesome. Blessed Poopsie.
What up?
Let's go, brother.
What up? Let's go. Let's go, Danny. MT, I don't think we're going to be able to eclipse last night, but, you know, because, you know, last night I was ready to go all night long. I mean, I'm ready to do it tonight too, but, you know, if I am, I'd have to order a Celsius, you know, which I could do. My heart be damned. But no, it was fun tonight. There was a lot of stuff in that Blood and Guts match. You know, there's a lot more to really kind of go over. I thought it was good. Let me put up the poll. Let me put up the poll. Let's see what you guys really think of this. Blood and Guts. Let's put up the poll and figure this out for real. Amazing, good, blah, terrible. All right, we got the poll up there now. He'd never shout. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, I don't think that's Lindsey Graham. It looked like him kind of, but somebody. Our flag is back. What's up, Joe Bishop? Crazy shit went down today, man. There's some crazy shit going on. There's like, I'm telling, bro, there's gonna be some nutty shit that goes on. Yeah, no doubt about it. I don't see. I wonder how the rating will do tonight because of Blood and Guts. Like, I wonder what this will do, for the rating. Will it really do what maybe they think, or will it help? I mean, I'm sure it's got to help. I don't think it can hurt them. If anything, even if you get an extra 30,000 viewers, then we didn't really talk about it, but Mariah May came out there. She started, that was a squash match, which you could tell was coming right from the beginning when she just rampaged that local hooker, and she just drop kicked her in the sternum, drop kicked the shit out of her in the sternum, and then basically it was like, yep, squash match, and then Toni Storm shows up. Why have a disguise like that, though? I didn't understand it. Like, why would you... Why have Mariah May come out and then just destroy some girl? I guess it was because that's how Tony could be around ringside without being noticed, I supposed. But why did why did she need a wig? Why did she need to be disguised and have a wig on? Like, they're in a rivalry together. Why did she wear the wig? Was there something I'm missing? Can somebody tell me? Like, can anybody tell me what this was? Why did Toni Storm need a wig? Was she a part of something earlier that I don't know about? Or why didn't she just come from under the ring or come from the crowd? What's so shocking about this? Is it because she's like a theater thing now, so that seems like it's theatrical or something? Because that's all I could think of was like, well, why does she need to get in the ring, and has she been gone a while? I mean, like, I don't really understand what was the point in the wig, and like, oh, it's me, I was in disguise. Why did you need to be in disguise? I never saw her. Why didn't she just come from the crowd? And if it was to get the jump on her, well, she never saw her anyway, but she did. She stopped and was like, look at me, it's me. Well, if you're showing her it's you before attacking her or surprising her somehow, why did you need a wig? Was she banned from ringside or something? Or was there a banning from a ringside that I don't know about? And so she got her disguised her way in, or why? What am I missing here? Like, because I've been a little bit off with some AEW stuff recently, where I haven't seen everything. So I'm like, did I miss? I'm gonna read the chat in a minute, and I'm gonna see if anybody has anything to say about this, and I missed something. But we also got to give it up again for the man, the top dono that came in from Chris Elkins. Give this man a like, baby. Give this man a like. The 100 super chat. Awesome shit. Let me see. I want to thank everybody today, too, for hitting me up with crazy. There's so much crazy news. So thank you to everybody who sent me crazy news, including, D. Welsh and everybody. So many people were hitting me up. It was so much craziness today. It was unbelievable. I was just tweeting out things rapidly all day and just talking shit, and it was a wild day to sort through. Let me see. I don't know. Tony Storm, a new member of the Shield. Tony Storm, a wild one, you can tell. Yeah. Yeah, see, nobody knows. I don't see anybody in the chat saying anything about it. Nobody really knows. Nobody really knows why Tony Storm came out there with a wig on. Unless I'm still missing it. But I don't think so. Bucks getting staples to the face was funny. By the way, thank you, Danny MT, for that dono. Did they clean up all the Hamas graffiti? I don't know. I don't know how they do that. You guys ever notice that? Did they get all that stuff off the stone and the marble and everything? I don't know how they do that. I don't know if it's like real permanent spray paint that they have to wash or get it off or whatever. I know that if you do that to a rainbow mural on the ground or a crosswalk, you could do 5 to 10 years in prison for a hate crime. But you can desecrate the Capitol. And that's apparently okay. Yeah, I haven't really... I'm sort of back to this state of, like... I haven't been loving WWE that much recently, although last Monday night everybody was saying it's such a great show, so... People really love Monday Night Raw Monday night. I didn't even see it, so I don't even really know that much about what happened, so... After last week's show that I didn't enjoy the highlights of, I didn't even check out the highlights or anything of this week's show. It was a whole... I sat on... Like, I just didn't do it. That's why I went live last night. I was like, well, I'll go live Tuesday night and do some stuff, and because I didn't even watch Raw. But, I mean, I heard it was pretty good. I heard it was a pretty good show, so it probably was. And tonight was pretty good. So, I mean, if you watched Raw and you loved it or you liked it or whatever, and then you watch tonight's AEW Blood and Guts, you know, I think you're having a pretty good week. Like, this is not a bad week of wrestling. It's pretty good. I think it could be a lot better, but, I mean, it's been all right. It's okay. Multiple people got arrested for burning the flag, which in D.C. is 2 to 3 years in jail. Yeah, they won't do 2 to 3 years in jail. And by the way, I wouldn't want anybody to do 2 to 3 years in jail for that. I would want people to do something. Like I probably would want people to pay a fine and probably, you know, potentially spend, you know, 3 nights to a week in jail. Probably a week if you're burning it in DC. But like nothing crazy, because like I'm also not a crazy like I still free speech is I don't think burning a flag is I don't know, bro. That I'm not really okay with burning the American flag, but I'm also not like for locking people up for things. But where they lit it on fire and then what they were saying, it's like, okay, this is a little terroristic. So let's throw them in jail for a little while. Like, let's fine them probably. But you know, there are January 6 people who are in jail for like 5 years who did less. So I'm very confused about how the whole system works. I'm very confused. Why do some people get locked up for years because they walked into the Capitol and took a photo? And I mean, some people did stuff, and those people are gone away longer. That makes sense. But, you know, it's weird that some of them, you know, got so much time. I mean, how long did they hold the shaman guy? Remember they held the shaman guy for a while? They held him for a while, the shaman guy. The shaman guy really didn't do much, did he? Like, what did he just walked in and, like, didn't he just walk in and take photos? And he just kind of walked around. I mean, he did stand in some sort of inappropriate places. I felt like it was weird. But, you know, he didn't do anything crazy. That guy was so weird. Whatever happened to him, too? He was, like, popular for, like, a second. I mean, we had seen him at all the Antifa rallies. Then we saw him at the January 6th rally thing. And then we saw him. And then that was about it, you know, after that. I wonder what he's doing now. I thought I heard he had like a show or a podcast or something, but then I don't hear anything about it. I should look him up. He should have been there today. Where are you at, man? Can you imagine if the shaman guy showed up there today? He's just crazy, man. He'll show up anywhere. It's a party. Wherever there's a protest, he's there just to experience the world and life. I mean, that's what he said. I think he's just one of these guys that's like he wants to be around people. You know what I mean? I'm not down with burning flags. I think people should definitely have been arrested and paid a fine and gone to jail for a little while. But yeah, I don't know about putting people in jail for 2-3 years. You know, like if some guy goes, I don't know, I was so angry and I was online and I saw the protests and people were like, come on out, and like I got carried away and I did that and like, you know, whatever. Okay. You know, do 30 days in prison and here's a fine. You do it again, you're really fucked. Don't do it again. You know, that's fine. I don't think you should lock someone away for 3 years. Unless they, you know, go to court and they literally say, fuck this country, fuck you, I'm going to do it again, and I'll fucking kill America. You know, like, okay, fine. So you're going to jail for 3 years, fuckface. But, like, if somebody is like, I'm sorry, like, you know, it's different. You know, I'm not light on crime, but that's a silly one compared to some other things. But, you know what I mean? Like, but when you're spray painting the monuments and those type of things, like, yo, but this is different too because they took down the actual flags from the polls. So that might be worth some more time. You took down the actual flags and then, you know what I mean? I'm also more concerned with the people that assaulted the cops. Those people that actually attacked the police. Those people should have a lot more time than the flag people. You know, flag people. But yeah, because they took it down from the pole, that's way worse. It's not like you brought the flag there to demonstrate and you lit it on fire or whatever, and that's weird, but, you know, that's a little different. But it's way worse because they took it down. They, like, took the flag down and then burned it. That's fucking weird. Like, that's a little crazy. And we didn't even do anything. It's all Nut Job Yahoo or whatever. It's all Nutty Yahoo. Nut Job Yahoo did it. We didn't even do it. I hate everybody, by the way. I don't got nobody in this fight. I don't like anything that's happened. And I don't want nothing to do with it. I want America to be over here and fuck everybody else. You know, that's how I feel. You know, the Gaza people, the Palestinians and the Hamas people, they're all nuts and started some crazy shit. And and then Israel is just fucking obliterating people. But like, I get it because these people have been attacking them forever, and every time they try to give them, here, leave us alone, here's some space and whatever, it just keeps happening and it just keeps happening. So they're when you're in war with somebody, you got to take them fully out. You got to take them all out. And it's very hard to do that because people, like, but dude, I don't know. I couldn't do it. I'll give it to them. I could not do that. I cannot watch those kids and families, like, trying to flee and being injured. You know what I mean? I would be like, oh. And people would say, well, it's either your kids or theirs, because that's what they're like. And I get it, but like, oh my God, I can't do it. You know, I would have I don't know what you could have done. And I know that in the past that they've tried to do things to settle things, and still the Gaza or the Palestine people, they still, whether it's Hamas or whoever, they're all the same thing kind of to me in a way, still do things back to Israel or to Israel like unprovoked. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know if the answer is maybe, you know, what do you do? What do you say? I mean, maybe you could have reached out to the world, including your own people, and said, you know, we're going to arrange for everybody who wants to be out of here in the next 2 weeks to get out of here. And then we're going to level this place to the ground. But then people would say, well, that doesn't make any sense because then they're everywhere. But I mean, these people are everywhere anyway. They're in America. They're like demonstrating in America. So what's the difference? They're all over the place anyway. You might as well get them out of there. But will the attacks ever end? Will they still do something? I don't know. But it's hard, man. It's hard to watch that. Sentencing law for destroying and desecrating the flag. U.S. Code 700. Okay, I'll check it out, Welsh. Listen to that. Does your comb do that? Look at this comb. Look at this comb over. I'm starting to look like an old dad, like an old baseball dad with my hair. Look at this. Look at that comb over. This is the best comb ever. Look at this. Look at this. Schleisenklauser. Like I'm starting to look like Hitler. It's crazy. I'm starting to really get that dad vibe going on. Like that shitty dad, like who's like mad at his kid in the stands or like mad at the umpires. He throws a fucking ball. Like I'm starting to look like a pepperoni pizza. I'm looking like a pepperoni pizza. It's very funny. They can fine you and sentence you 1 year in jail. Holy shit. The answer is stop being the world's police. That's a good point, Spectral Citizen. I agree with that for sure. Like, mind our own business. That's what I want to do. I was against everybody today. It was so crazy. But, yeah, let's go to the poll and see what you guys are saying about AEW. I think we give it enough time. It's almost got 100 votes. So let's see. Here we go. And shout out to Chris Elkins for the $100, man. I think that's going to stick tonight, Chris. Because I knew I wasn't going to be on here that long. So thank you so much for that, man. I'm shocked. I am shocked we got any donos tonight at all. That's crazy. Okay. Here it is. There it is. Okay, so 43, this is kind of what I thought it was going to be. 43% say good, plus 17, which puts us at 60% thumbs up. So 60% of you guys give it a thumbs up about, which that makes sense. I think it was just slightly a thumbs up at 6 out of 10, which is also what Chris Elkins also said, 6 out of 10. So we are, I think, on the same wavelength here, you know? If you remove it or burn it, yeah. Well, I think it's worse because they removed it from the Capitol flagpole. Like, that's way worse. Like, you burn your own one or whatever. And, you know, that's kind of weird, but okay, psycho. But, like, the fact that you took it down and then did it, that's a little crazier to me. Shout out to Haystacks Monet, who started the night with the $50. Chris Elkins, who dropped the hundies. Todd Pelkey with the $9.99. And Danny MT with that $4.99. And Joe Without a Hat looks like a storefront owner that chases kids. Oh, my God. What the fuck? I do have, like, some kind of a... Well, plus this, like, blue douchey shirt doesn't help either. This looks like used car salesman. Hey, you want to buy a car? Look at this car. Hey, come here. Look at this. Hey, look at this. Look at this. Hey. Hey, come over here. You want to buy this thing, eh? Look, it's a freaking Volvo guy. Come on over here. Look at that. Look, your mother sucked the gobble the banana there. Oh, let me tell you something. This is the best car you've ever seen. Come on over here to Roy's Used Cars. Buy a car from Roy, and you'll never forget it about the rest of your life. I'm Roy, and I sell cars. It's amazing. Hold on, I got to take this call real quick. Hold on a second. Boop. Yeah, it's Roy. How you doing? Hey, Roy, this is fucking bullshit. You sell me piece of shit. Oh, yeah, listen, man, enjoy the car. Gotta boom, gotta go. See you later. Leave a review on Yelp, and I'll have you killed. If he leaves a review on Yelp, I'll have his family killed. How about that? Yeah, go ahead, leave a review on Yelp. Go ahead, I dare you to leave a review on Yelp. Huh? How's Becky doing? Is that your wife? Yeah, Becky's real wonderful, huh? She works at the laundromat. Yeah, maybe I'll pay her a visit. Chop off her tits. Go ahead, leave a review on Yelp. Watch what happens. Wait, no, we need like some serious, serious music. Hold on. Hold on. Here it is. I think. What? What? He said he'd leave a fucking Yelp review? What about my car service? Let me tell you something. You leave that fucking Yelp review, I will come down to the laundromat and I'll cut off Samantha's tits and I'll feed them to my fucking dog. Then I'll take your baby out of the crib and I'll bash its fucking head into a fucking stone, into a fucking rock. And then I'll scoop the brains out of it and I'll shove it in your fucking wife's cunt. How about that? You leave a fucking Yelp review that isn't 5 fucking stars, and yes sir, may I have another. I'm coming down there and I'm gonna go to Beale Street and I'm gonna fuck your mother. But I ain't gonna fuck her with my dick. I'm gonna fuck her with a fucking baseball bat and a fucking knife. Do you understand me? She won't die for 8 hours. And I'll videotape the whole fucking thing. And I'll send it to you on a fucking VHS tape. And when you're done fucking puking your fucking brains out, I'm gonna go to your fucking pop's house. Right down to the fucking store he works at. And I'm gonna chop him up, one finger at a time. I'm gonna suck the fucking blood out of his middle finger and spit it back into his fucking face. You fucking, you hear me, you fuck? You're fucking dead if you leave that review!
This summer, Roy Cordileone is the car salesman.
Sorry. Okay, we're back. I lost my mind there for a few minutes, but I'm okay now. I'm all right. You know what would be funny? It was like just a YouTube channel where a guy like records angry mob bosses calling people and threatening them, and like every day there's like a couple new ones that he uploads, just like what I just did, but it's always something different. Like, you stole my son's, cheese sandwich, or you parked your car in front of my jewelry store again, or, you want to ask my daughter to the prom. That's cool, but if you fuck it up, we'll kill you. Like, just everything. Just keep doing it on everything. Do you know what I mean? That would be funny. Like, just make a whole channel about that. I don't know what you'd call it, but it'd be funny. It'd be pretty good, I think. I love it, man. I don't think I'm done. Chris Elkins with the $100 drop, baby. That is the top dog. And it's a super chat, so you did give 40% of that away to Google and 30% to the government. But, hey, man, Chris Elkins, is a beast. Let's show him right now one more time. Because there's something about that big red fucking button. Oh! Look at that. Something about that big red button, Chris Hawkins, that warms me up inside. What up, Crazy Matt? J-Rod, where's all the members at? Joe Bishop, how you doing? Jericho's idiotic shirt. What is his shirt? I didn't see it. I don't know why, but I can't remember what he was wearing tonight. I could go back and probably find out, but I'll forget it. I'll shove my faggot face in between your mom's cheeks and swallow her asshole. What the hell? Goes from the coast. Goes from the coast. How come you don't stream with the guys anymore? What guys? We streamed with everybody Saturday night on Monetize This. I was live on Saturday night with Monetize This. Were you here? No, maybe you weren't. It was a really kind of bad show. Nobody was really... Well, we had a couple hundred people watching, but it was just sort of dead. Nobody was around. There weren't really any donos. Like, the chat was kind of quiet. It wasn't a crazy chat. I don't know what was up Saturday night, but people were... It was very quiet. And I was like, wow. But Monetize This had been kind of quiet last couple months. Very weird, so... I'm sort of changing some things up here a little bit because, Monetize This hasn't really been doing really well. Out of nowhere hasn't been doing very well, so I started thinking maybe I should just start making some videos again and then just go live myself and just do myself live. And then, me and Jake can record our stuff and put it up on Patreon potentially. So I'm trying to figure that all out, but that's kind of where I was thinking about going the last couple of weeks with how weird it's been. Because otherwise, Saturday night, it's like, that's my only night, one of my nights off. And it's like to do an 8-hour show. It's like, what are we doing? I'm like, holy fuck, the last 2.5 months on Monetize This have been like, what are we doing? Staying up until like 4 a.m, And then on 2 of those episodes, by like 12:30 at night, I was passing out. So I don't know what we're going to do on Saturday nights exactly. Maybe nothing will change and we'll keep doing Monetize This. I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out. But I knew that something had to change around. I knew that. Doesn't that sound... That sounds amazing. Like, that's sexy. All right, let's see what... D. Welsh says, whoever knowingly mutilates, defaces, physically defiles, burns, maintains, whatever, in prison for not more than 2 years. Or both. There you go. They're not going to get 2 years. Nobody's getting 2 years. No chance in hell. No chance in hell that anybody does any time. Hulk Hogan to speak at the RNC. Yeah, that already happened. Okay. I was reading old messages. I have 2 new messages. These aren't new messages. These are old messages. This guy just DM'd me to say, hey, fuck you. I will say that I do have some predictions over the next 8 months. Are you guys ready? I could be wrong, but we were talking about they're going to take Trump out. That almost happened. And then we talked about they're going to get rid of Biden somehow. That happened. A lot of people have been saying that. I mean, I'm not even sure now if I thought about that or if that I heard that somewhere and it got programmed. But as soon as I knew it, like a while ago, I was like, yeah, this could probably happen. Although I thought Biden was going to step out. If you guys remember, I thought Biden was going to leave around 2023, I think it was. I think my bet was October of 23, and that was wrong. But in the end, it ended up happening. So in the next 8 months, we can try to figure out what's going to happen next. False flag. Terror attacks. And by terror attack, I mean like a big one. Something like what happened in Russia with that mall shooting thing. Then we got World War escalates. Could be that. Taiwan goodbye. Like I got Taiwan leaving in the next year or so. Taiwan's going out. They're going to go after Taiwan. Iran does something really stupid. I have that on the list. 8 months. These are my check boxes for the next 8 months. So sit back and enjoy. I hope none of that happens, by the way. I literally hope none of that happens and people are like, yeah, you're an idiot, Joe. I hope so. I hope I'm completely fucking wrong about all that. Not that I'm really, like, I'm throwing a lot of things at the wall there if you look at it, but I mean, some of that shit's gonna come, it feels like, is coming. Let me see. Trying to see if there's any other highlights or news from AEW tonight from Blood and Guts that I missed that's making me like, okay. You know, did I miss something else? Is there something else we could look at? Jim Ross has a new book, I guess. So Jim Ross has a new book. I don't know if he's got a new action figure or this is just like a one-off thing, but apparently he's got a new book. That's a badass action figure on a bike there. Jim Ross, look at that. Jim never looked so thin either, by the way. Look at that. Looks great. Maybe I'll read that. Well, and by read that I mean audiobook that because I suck at reading, but I'll definitely audiobook it for sure. AEW kept Camille's debut quiet internally. Ringside News reports. Or somebody reports via Ringside News. I don't know. Okay. I mean, would anybody really have cared anyway? You know? I mean, does anybody care or really know? Who cares? Oh my God, Camille's here. Okay. How many people know about this person? 10,000 people in the world? Really? You know? Who cares? This is like, but we'll see where she goes from here. If it helps Mercedes, if it helps her and Mercedes, I think it looks pretty good. It was very reminiscent of, you know, Diesel and Shawn Michaels, kind of. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything else. I feel like I got about everything I really want to say. I'm sure I'm going to think there's going to be like a million things I think of later and tonight or something. And then I'm going to be like, oh, I should have brought that up. I should have said that and whatever else. And it's going to bother me tomorrow or whatever. But I'll probably think of something and realize I fucked up. I was supposed to mention something. We'll see. Joe, I'm walking over here. Joe, I'm walking over here. I'm walking over here. The shaman got 41 months in prison, so that's why you aren't seeing him. Oh, okay, there you go. See, 41 months in prison. I thought he got out. I thought they let him out. I thought he got like let out early or whatever, and they were like, okay. But he did spend a while in there. But are you telling me that he's back in prison again? The Ghost from the Coast said pedo vibes. Joe sells cheesecakes. I'm just reading the chat. Jericho's idiot shirt. No one cares about Mercedes anymore. She looked good tonight. Britt is hardly used. She looked good tonight, though. Joe Soprano. Reba McEntire is Drew mom? What? What are we talking about? What up, Jason Phoenix? She's beautiful. Jim Cornette praised Camille, so yeah. Yeah, until she says she's voting for Trump, and then Cornette will hate her. JCS and AOC are going to have an affair and open a bar in Bangor, Maine. Wow. Imagine if I left Leah for AOC. She does look like kind of a fun time, though. When she's had a couple of drinks. And then she just sits on it. Aaron Rodgers will be punched in the face by a New York Jets teammate. Oh my God, Allison will lose her mind. You will make Allison explode if that happens. Where is Allison? I haven't seen her in a little bit. Jennifer Lopez dropped a sexy photo for her 55th birthday today. Looking hot. But, by the way, they're like dropping a thirst trap. That just means like jerk off material. It's so weird that like the news tweets that out or whatever. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to pack it up. Pack it in. I'm going to fudge pack it up. You guys are awesome. And I think I'm going to get out of here now. Like I actually went a little bit longer than I thought because I did not expect to see some donos popping in here. The Ghost from the Coast is a bitch like huge boner, says D. Welsh. D. Welsh is already at it again. It's a night after last night, and D. Welsh is already at it again. He's going after them, baby. That January 6th shaman guy with the horns was hosting a live chat in Twitter days ago. Oh, okay, see, he's still around, yeah. So he figured out, he was like, okay, you know what I got to do? I got to stop going to these events where I can actually get in trouble. I got to just live stream. I've got to just do what I'm doing. Just live stream it and then, be safe and make fun of everybody else while you're safe in your home. Or was he out doing stuff live streaming? Because if that's the case, then that's crazy too. Louis Urdaneta, no one's what? Oh yeah, just don't go into Nancy Pelosi's office. Darby was good tonight too. Darby's such an energizing guy. Whenever Darby's involved in stuff, I mean, he's great. He's such an energizing guy. Deanna Purrazzo, man, did she eat somebody? Like, what's going on with her? Has she always been this size? Why does she look like she ate somebody? What is going on there? Did she have a kid or something? She's getting thick. What, is anybody else noticing this? I'm getting thick too. I gotta lose 20. I've had to lose 20 for a while, but I gained 2 more. It's weird because I ate less last couple of days, and I feel like I've gained weight. I'm telling you, man, there's tumors growing in me, and we don't know about it. But I know about it secretly. Swear to God. She is thicky. I'm thicky. I need to lose this. I look like a fucking, I'm starting to look like a walrus. I really now I believe I could be a wrestling manager. I really believe I could be a wrestling manager now. I didn't think before. When I was younger, it's I wanted to be Shawn Michaels, and I'm like, I'm gonna be I want to be the next Shawn Michaels, and I'm gonna be all these things and all whatever. And but little did I know, by the time I'm 30 years old, I would be kind of a chubby Muppet. And I actually look like Earl Hebner or somebody like that, or Bobby the Brain Heenan or somebody. And it's oh, no, I just look like the regular guys. I think I could be a manager now. I look so douchey at this point in my life. I look like such a douchebag that I could be a manager at this point. She has a baby not that long ago. Ah, that's what I'm saying, King Hueco. Okay, that's what I thought. She looks like that. That makes sense then. Okay, because, yeah, it's going to take, if she doesn't have another baby, it's going to take a year or two, or maybe 6 months to a year or 6 months, something like that, to really, unless she wants to be that way, because she's a wrestler, so it's you could be bigger. It's up to her, really, whatever she wants to do. But, yeah, I'll catch you guys, well, I don't know when. Maybe Saturday night. Maybe Saturday night, man. Thanks for being here. I didn't plan on being here, but I am, so it's cool, man. Joe's going to turn into Paul Heyman. That's a good point, yeah. It's like I'm turning into Paul Heyman. God, I hope I couldn't get that big. If I did, I don't know what I would do. I might starve myself. I want to starve myself now. So much bloating in the chest from the... blood in the chest from the chops, yeah. Joe about to be Paul Bear. Yes! Joe, his real name is Jacob Chansley. Served 27 months in federal prison. He served 27 months, or you did? Ghost sucks. Wow. Welsh going after Ghosty. You're turning into Ryback.
I'm turning into Ryback.
Ryback's younger than me. Ryback is literally younger than me. That's crazy. Saturday night, Danny MT. We're going to get you on, baby. We're going to get you on the show Saturday night, Danny. Could be the last monetize this. This Saturday night, monetize this. Could be the last. Who knows? That's going to be episode 464, I think, or something like that. I don't know. Get you then. Thanks for being here, man. And shout out to the top dog. It looks like Chris Elkins. Thanks to everybody for being here last night. I give this show tonight a 6 out of 10. And shout out to the Girdles, man. Peace out.
This is war. This is war out of nowhere. This is war. This is war out of nowhere. What who stole our song, but